Hi guys, it's me, Danibuttons, and I'm back today with, I guess, a tag, a call out, should we say, challenge, all those fun words. Basically, my friend Lily at Art Journey UK, I hope, now I just looked up her channel. Yeah, Art Journey UK. Phew! She did what she called the random color generator in this book. And she said I should too, so now here I am. Basically, what she did was, instead of following the numbers, she just picked random markers. So I'm going to do that too, and I asked if I could use the exact same book, and she said sure, because basically, well, first, this is one of my 10 books to finish. This book kind of does the same color palette a ton of times. Almost every single page has 2 to 3 shades of yellow, 2 to 3 shades of orange. I've done a bunch in here, and I kind of specifically jump around to avoid it. But like, there's some yellow and orange, lots of yellow and orange and green, yellow and orange, a whole thing of yellow and orange. Like, a lot of the color palette feels very repetitive. So we're gonna go random. And I just picked this page. This is technically the closest to the front that I have to do. And I peeked, and there are at least 2 yellows and 2 oranges that are a main part of this. So I figured it would be good. And also the same light green. It's crazy. So what I'm going to do, she just dumped all of her markers in a bucket and picked randomly. I can't make myself dump all my markers. So Sam is sitting at his desk, and I'm just going to say, hit me. And he's going to hand me a marker randomly. And then we're going to go from there. So let's get right into it. Hit me, Sam. Thank you. Oh boy. I am starting off with Vivid Pink. So I always just start from the lowest number and go up. And obviously for this type of challenge, that makes sense. To keep it in order. I'm also attempting to use my bullet side. It's kind of a nod to Lily because she always uses her bullet side. But we'll see how long I last because I'm usually a chisel user. But yeah, so instead of light yellow, we got Vivid Pink. This is fun. I think hers turned out really good. Like her finished product. It all looked cool together. So we will see how mine comes out. This is the Cali Art markers, the 100 set. So we'll see. I hope it coordinates. He says he's just gonna like shove his hand in the bag and pick and not like actually look at what he's picking, which is what I told him to do. So, but hopefully we get through this pretty quick because he's watching the Heat game and they're actually on TV tonight because they're playing the Nets, which is obviously local to us. So he wants to get back in the other room. Because our office has a TV, but it doesn't have a cable box. So we can't get every single channel. I know this is too much information, but I also realized I didn't prepare anything to talk about. So we gotta talk about something while we're coloring. Yeah, Lily filmed her video like nearly a month ago at this point, but I was still in my YouTube break where I was only putting up 1 video a week and I had them planned. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do it in March. And she said that was fine too, but I was hoping to pre-film it nearer to when I was tagged, and I did not do that. So but it's okay because like that was kind of the point of the break, is to actually take a break. So I'm excited to get back to it now though. I don't know, this bullet tip takes so long. I am more likely to stay in the lines, which I guess is important when the colors are random. Because when I go in order, since it usually starts with the lighter colors, it's really easy to like, if I go out of line with light yellow, whatever's next to it just covers it up. So it like doesn't matter. But I guess if I make a mess with Vivid Pink, we'll see. All right. Is there any inside? I don't see any. I'm so excited for next week and the clocks to change. I can't wait. I love when it gets darker later. And I'm hoping that it'll soon be dark late enough that we can go on WALKs after Sam's done with work. Obviously, we could go in the dark, but Noodles is nervous in the dark, and I'm nervous in the dark, so it's not great. And I mean, it's probably better now, but during like warmer months in the dark, apparently, like there's been coyote sightings, right, Samuel?
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah. And like there's deer around, which I'm not afraid of the deer, but again, Noodles and I are jumpy. So it just makes more sense to go in the light. Plus, it's obviously warmer in the sun, even if it's like 30 degrees during the day and 30 degrees at night. The daytime 30 feels warmer. And of course, the sun out longer means we're getting closer to potato season. And potato season is when Noodles and I go in the backyard and we just lay in the sun and bake like potatoes until our skin is too hot and then we come back in. So that's our favorite tradition. Weather here is still all over the place, which I'm just nervous because I don't want to catch a cold. But we'll see. This video starts to take super long, I'm going to probably speed it up. Like I'll have Sam hit me all the colors and then I'll speed it up and you can watch. Just because, again, I gotta get him back to the game. And I still love half-an-hour videos. I know everyone's opinions all over the place, so let me know down below what your favorite video length is. I feel like if I was teaching something, then longer makes sense. And like sometimes if it's like 28 minutes in and I'm almost done, I'll just like go for the whole 40 kind of thing. But I also love to make sure to show the finished page. So I like how this marker's drying. It looks really good as it dries. Who had the hiccups? Uh-oh. So my desk chronicles. At this very moment, I'm a little bit messy again, but I have faith I can bring it back. I had this storage unit on my desk that was like this set of drawers, and I've probably had it for almost 2 years now, and it has been wonderful. The whole bottom drawer is washi tape, and then it has a miscellaneous drawer where I usually like keep a pair of glasses and like chargers for things. And then I have essentially my junk drawer, but really it's like my most used pens and tools. So it has like whatever my bullet journal marker of the month is. It has a set of highlighters. It has my scissors, things like that. And then it has 4 small drawers. So it has 2 drawers of scrapbooking stuff and a drawer of my oh my goodness, Faber-Castell. Did I just forget how to speak? Are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fiber.
I don't know what happened. My artist pens, and then it has a drawer that has like whiteout and erasers and Post-its and stuff like that. So I loved it, and that's been working for like 2 years. Well, I bought another one. So I haven't filled it yet, but I'm excited to do that, and I hope in the long run it will help, but in the short term it's just kind of causing more problems because it's like empty and just taking up space. But so far I put all of my mild liner highlighters in one drawer, and then I upgraded my Faber-Castell pens from a small drawer to a large drawer, and then I have a drawer of Post-its and stickers and stuff. So I love the idea of it. I just need to finish fixing it. I also, in general, really want to work on my office overall, and I really want to not only like reorganize some stuff, but maybe downsize. It's really hard because I have always been a hobby hopper and a craft dabbler, and I just love trying everything. But because of that, over the years, I have accrued everything. This is probably like 15 years of craft stuff, right? I started scrapbooking. I started in high school, but I like got serious about it as a hobby freshman year of college, I think. Maybe sophomore. But either way, that was like 2008. So it's been a long time. Hit me, Sam. Did you have it ready? He has chosen cornflower. So instead of medium yellow, we've got cornflower. Cool.
Cornflower?
Yeah, it's a blue. Well, you handed it to me. Did you see that it was blue?
I saw that it was blue. I didn't understand that blue was cornflower.
So far, I like it together, but I think things can still get crazy. So we'll see. But yeah, so I've just like, over these 15 years, I've tried so many hobbies, and I have the supplies for all of them. So on one hand, I'm like out of space, as you can expect. But on the other hand, if anybody needs anything crafty related, 9 times out of 10, I have it. And I just love that. Like, I love being the person people go to for crafty things. So I don't want to downsize, but I might need to. Part of the problem is there's some areas like of my closet that are just harder to access. So I don't even know what's in there at this point, and that's sad. Like, because that means that basically since we've moved here, I haven't touched that stuff. So obviously I either don't need it or I just forgot it existed and should be using it, you know? So I was thinking of filming the process. I don't know if I'm gonna do like one long video or multiple videos, or I might make it like do the behind the scenes stuff on Patreon and then just do the final tour over here. But that is a goal for the spring to work on. Also, Sam will confirm that I'm really bad at getting into his spaces. But he just has less stuff. It's not my fault. All of his hobbies are on his computer. He doesn't need more space. Sam.
Yeah. It's not my fault.
Well, I'm saying it's not my fault. Like, what do you need shelves for if all your stuff's in your computer?
All the things that aren't in my computer.
So hopefully for the next office tour, his areas will be ready too, because usually I just skim over them. But there's definitely tons of different space tours on my channel, because I technically am nearing my 10-year YouTube anniversary. It's in May, but no, that's it. It's in May. But what? I don't know. I am excited. I don't know what to do for it. I obviously haven't been coloring on the channel for that long. It's been through a lot of different things, but I'm going to figure out something to do for my 10-year YouTube anniversary. But you definitely can go back and look at my like tour of my office area in our Newark apartment, and then when I lived in our old house, and then a few here, because I think I've done one every year since we've been here. So if that interests you, you can search that up. So I'm excited to see what's changed. I think since my last tour, the house got painted. So I actually did a tour last year, 2021, but I did that. That was my first Patreon video, was the tour. That was like the bonus video for signing up. And then, so the room was yellow, but you guys on the main channel, I don't know if you've seen the yellow room. Oh, there's so much of this blue. Yoicks. So that will be fun to show that, to see the changes. Yeah, back when we first moved here, we didn't have overhead lights, but thankfully we do now. I am so surprised with all the houses that didn't have overhead lights. I guess because, like, there's tons of wall sockets, and I guess when they were making the houses that didn't have overhead lights, you just use your wall sockets for lamps. But now everything's plugged in. Because that was always the problem, is like, where do we put the lamps? So, I'm talking crazy.
Might have been the type of light bulbs back then.
What do you mean, the type of light bulbs?
Well, they used to be the bigger ones, the whatever, and they would be very warm. So it's hard to have them in an enclosure because then it overheats.
Oh, that's why there wasn't overhead lights?
Probably. And so like the nice ones were probably too expensive, so it wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know if you guys can hear Sam, but he's blaming light bulbs.
I suppose that's a summary of it.
He's a light bulb guy. He likes light bulbs. Either way, I just hate the dark. So I'm glad to have overhead lights. Originally, my dad was putting them in and he wanted to like put everything on dimmers. And I was like, I want everything maximum power all the time. So we ended up putting like half of them on dimmers, but they suck. So I was right. We shouldn't have done the dimmers. But this room, I was like, no dimmer in the office. Maximum power. How are we doing on time? 16 minutes. We're almost definitely going to have to do some speeding up. Yeah, so at the beginning of the year, hold on, let me peek. I had 30 left to do in this book, which seems like a lot, and it is, but I don't know what it is about this book. It's one of those books that once I color one page, I want to just sit and do like 5 at a time. So I'm not really nervous about finishing this one. There are a few I am nervous about finishing. I think I'm going to do what my friend Kathy did and do quarterly updates, which means there should be one at the end of this month, which means that we're already like on our, like ending our first quarter of the year, which freaks me out. So there you go. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping all my goals kind of. So I like mathed it out and I need to finish 16 pages a month to be done by the end of the year, like straightforward 16 pages. And I think I did 15 and then 18. So obviously that's on pace. But the problem is I did my easiest book first. So even though it's the same number of pages, it wasn't the same amount of time. So we'll see. I need to focus on the harder ones. I think I'm going to do a coloring vlog at some point where I just pick the harder book and go for it, or pick another easy book and like really finish it off, and then that'll help. I don't know. I want to do another 12-hour vlog at some point. They're fun. They're crazy, but they're fun. We'll see. But I did finish 2 books in February, which should be my last video. The flip through of those 2. I was very excited. And that technically means I can purchase 6 more books if I want to, because my credit system is finish 1 and you can buy 3. But I'm having trouble because on one hand, I don't really, like, it felt really good to finish the books. So I don't know if I want to buy more. But on the other hand, I love shopping. So I do want to buy more. And then the last thing is I finished a like 1-color book and a color by number book. So I feel silly buying like 3 non-color by number books as replacements, because that's not the type of book I'm finishing, you know? We'll see. We will see. I guess we'll see if there's a haul at the end of the month. You almost ready for the next one, Sammy?
Yep.
I'm not.
How many numbers are there?
Well, we did 2, 3. I see 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 8?
Okay.
Why?
You were saying you don't want to do more than 30 minutes, and this, and that.
I'm probably going to speed through.
I thought that meant this would take you about 30 minutes.
I wish. I'm trying. I'm using the bullet tip. It's slower.
Good.
You know what's going to get me through?
What?
My Kit Kat. I'm going to eat my Kit Kat when I'm done. All right. Hit me. Ooh. Purple. So this was supposed to be medium orange. And it is instead purple. Really dark purple. So we're still looking good. You're really not picking, right?
Right.
Okay. I think even if he was, he would forget what he picked by now to be able to coordinate it. I'm also nervous that he's just going to give me an ugly color.
Do you think I would give you an ugly color on purpose?
Yes.
I would.
Like at the end, when you're like, ooh, look how beautiful and coordinating. Here's a, like, olive green. Wow, did you hear that dog laugh at me?
Yeah.
That was weird. There was a dog outside and it barked like, ha ha ha. This is super dark purple. You can barely see that it is purple. Oh, in other news, I have picked up from craft stores 2 different painting projects for myself. So that's 2 potential videos for the future. I don't know when I'm going to do them. I have so many crafts that I want to do. I desperately want to do more scrapbooking because I just went through my pictures from Disney and just like wrote down what I want to make a page for, like a scrapbook page, and like what I want to print. Then I have to actually like go pick them to print. But I apparently would like to do 30 pages and then also like 10 pages of Project Life. And that's a lot. That's essentially a whole album. And I am still up to like March of last year. So I really need to get to it. I'm hoping that this year the Scrapbook Expo will go on and will actually be held and that I can go to that. And if that happens, my goal, I think, is going to be to finish up till Disney before the expo, and then at the expo, just like go really hard and do all the Disney pages. That's the goal. We'll see. The expo is like the end of August, so on one hand, if things keep getting better, we should be in the clear. But on the other hand, that's a long time to plan anything in these days, you know? So, all right, let me check time again. 23 minutes, Sammy. I'm gonna put a 5-minute timer on my watch. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, I'll just pick everything and speed it up. Yes, so for this book, I initially did the pages, like every time I did it, I would pick a different light yellow or whatever, or as different as I could. I would use different sets of markers and I would do just random different numbers or markers because I didn't want to just waste all of my same light yellow. So I kept mixing it up as much as I could. And then every once in a while I'd be like, oh no, I accidentally missed this little piece of 7. Now I forget. So what I was doing is I was writing under the number over here what number marker I was using. And I was writing it in a ballpoint pen. And I was like, okay, that's fine. No, it was not fine. When I did the page on the other side and I did the marker over it, you could see the ballpoint pen. So, don't do that. or at least not the way I was doing it. So now I started to do it. I usually will keep a Post-it on me when I'm doing these pages, and I'll just write the number on the Post-it, and then I'll use the Post-it as my page tab. So I hope that makes sense. But now that I've basically been using my Blick markers, there's only one light yellow, so I know what it is, kind of thing. But I might get a Post-it out so we can assign the markers. I haven't done a speed color in a really long time. I'm kind of excited. Why am I all over the place? I was talking about my 2 other paint projects. So the 2 things I got is I got a door sign, and it's a truck. I don't know if you remember at Christmas time, I showed off my decor, and I, for whatever reason, am obsessed with the pickup truck with the Christmas tree in the back. And I've really liked that for a few years now. And all of a sudden, everyone else is obsessed with it too. I'm a trendsetter, so when you see them, you're welcome. But they had it like for Valentine's Day. They had it with hearts out the back. They had shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day. Today I saw carrots, Samuel, but it was a big sign, so I didn't get it, but I almost got it because I really love carrots right now. But I love them, and I want them all. So I found it's this big like door sign, and it's the truck itself, and then the cargo can pop out, so you can switch it out for seasons. So it has 5 different pop outs. I think it has Christmas trees, pumpkins, the summer one is like a surfboard and a puppy, and then it has fireworks for the 4th of July and flowers for spring. So I'm very excited to paint that. My problem is I want to paint my truck purple because purple is my favorite color, but then I have to figure out how to make everything go with it. I feel like the most popular truck is a red truck, but I don't like the color red. So we'll see what we do. I can always do a white truck. I don't know. 'Cause obviously you pop out the cargo, but the truck itself is going to stay the same. So we'll see. And I have to think about like having everybody coordinate maybe. I don't know when I'm going to get to that project, but at least it really doesn't matter because it's all seasons. So, and then today I went to Michael's with my cousin, and I was drawn to the paint by numbers, and I got a paint by number like fruit print because I'm obsessed with fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to do that. And I might do that soon, and I might film that. But we'll see. I haven't done paint by number in a really long time. I think I've completed like 2. I used to start them all the time, Hobby Hopper. And I remember one of the ones I did, they had me like mixing my own colors. And I was much younger, like child aged. So it was really hard for me then. But I don't think I need to mix colors with this one. So I'm excited. It's really cute. And it actually like comes with its own little frame. It's one of those frames that it's just really like a bar of wood at the top and a bar of wood at the bottom, and then the resistance holds it open. But hopefully if it comes out good, I might attempt to hang it on my wall. So we shall see. Oop, that's timeout. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I hope that this doesn't feel like cheating. Let me get a marker. Ooh. So number 7 is, what marker are you? R807. Okay. Number 9. Hit me. I'm doing rapid fire. Ooh. Yuck. R338. It's a very dark red. Then I see 12, 13, 14, and 15. Hit me. Oh boy. This marker might not work. So you might need to hit me again. Oh, no, I think it works. Okay, good. B201. It is a nice light blue. Hit me. Oh boy, oh boy. A green. You did it. You gave me the olive green. G825. Hit me. Also, I think 13 is light green. So that was his first match. Ooh, B635. And hit me one more time. Oh boy. B118. Okie dokie. So these are what we're working with. I'm going to go into time lapse and finish this off, and then we'll come and discuss. But how, just looking at it, how do you feel? Medium. I think this red is really throwing me off. So I'm going to keep going in this order, though. I'm going to also put my episode of Golden Girls back on while we're in time lapse. So there we go. Get ready for some fun time lapse. Be right back. I'm done. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't know. I feel like all together, it doesn't look as bad as while it was happening. But it's not my favorite. First of all, this dark blue and this purple are showing up almost the same. Like, where is it? This is the dark blue and this is the purple. Can you see the difference? Barely. So I really feel like the pink was the outlier. Like it was going along good, going along good. Then that red hit. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. I was like, oh, this looks terrible. And Sam's like, that was the point, wasn't it? No. It's like, the point wasn't to see how bad it would get. And I'm like, no, the point was to hope for the best. And hopefully come up with a good color combo. What I will say this has going for it is there is no yellow and no orange. So it's definitely a unique one. But that's it. We're done. I don't know how to feel. Not the best. So I'm not officially going to tag anybody since I was like a month late doing this. But if you want to try this and have a channel, please do so. And tell me in the comments and I will come watch. Or if you don't have a channel and want to just try this and you do it on Instagram, definitely do that too. But make sure to tag Lily too so that she can watch also. So that's Art Journey UK. I'll have it linked down below Lily's channel. And this is definitely fun and different. And another page done that would have been yellows and oranges. So I appreciate that it's not. Plus it is another page done in my 10 to finish, which I also always appreciate. Let's pick a random marker. That has a... Aubergine is too sassy a word. Forest green. So our code word today is going to be forest green. So if you made it all the way to the end, like this video if you liked it. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including the word forest green. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. And that's it for me today. I'll be back soon with a new video. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all later. Bye, friends.